This is Kim. He's a phenomenal basketball player. Kim has never missed any threes in the NBA. Do you know what's his secret? He never shoots. In fact, he's not even in the NBA. Hi, my name is Kim Tran, a former McKinsey consultant and the founder of mconsultingprep.com. That was a stupid joke, but the key to never get your consulting resume rejected is not to send it until it is absolutely ready. So let's say you have watched the Resume A to Z video and spent hours and hours of writing and polishing your McKinsey resume. Before you spend a few minutes and run it through this checklist. Failing even just one of these items, the McKinsey dream is gone. There's no particular order, just make sure you examine all of them. Did you write this resume specifically for a consulting application? If not, please reconsider this. Management consulting is a very unique industry requiring unique traits and qualifications. Things that work in a normal context might look really bad to consulting screeners' eyes, say bragging that you have strong skills. Looking at the heat map, did you hit a home run in the areas that screeners will pay the most attention to? You can find the heat map in the Consulting Resume A to Z video. Fill those areas in, i.e. the first bullets of the most recent job, or areas surrounding your GPA, etc. with the best bullets you can write. Is there an impressive and specific result mentioned in every single bullet? Remember, this is a resume to be submitted for a consulting job. You want to show off the achieving mentality here. Note that results are not necessarily quantitative. Sometimes qualitative expressions are more than enough. For example, first in company history. Are your bullets as short and concise as they can get? The idea is to get as much information packed into as few words as possible. With the ideal length of 1.5 to 1.7 lines, your bullets should carry the same information as 3 to 4 lines of spoken language. Is there any word or phrase in your resume that will raise a question in the screener's mind? Questions like, what is that? What does he mean by that? How much? How many? Etc. Don't assume that people can see the impressiveness of your achievements. At times, they won't be able to understand what you did in the first place. Add short descriptions to explain the jobs that you did. Your resume will be much more specific that way. Is your contact information there? Make sure you have a phone number in an easy-to-read format, an email address with professional format, no handsomeboy@gmail.com, and a home address with the correct zip code. Is there any expression of religious or political viewpoints? A resume is absolutely not the place to express your viewpoints. It's a professional document after all. You're expected to stay neutral. If you do have work experience concerning religion or politics, focus on the job, not the side that you're on. Is there information on gender or race? At least in the United States, making hiring decisions based on gender or race is strictly prohibited. So if there's any trace of gender and race in your resume, the screener would not risk it. They would just stay away from your resume right away. Not good. Is there a photo of your face on it? If so, delete it. You're applying to a consulting firm, not an acting school. There can be legal complications around hiring people with a knowledge of their physical appearance, so, at least in the United States, firms tend to shy away from photo-included resumes. Is your resume 2 pages long? Please condense it into 1 page. No history too long to fit into 1 page. 2 pages are nightmares to handle, especially in the screening room. There's no reason to make the screener's life harder. Check out the Consulting Resume A to Z video to know how it's like in that room. Is there any color besides black and white in your resume? If so, please take it out. I personally love creative resume templates, but if I'm to hire a pilot to entrust my life with, for sure, I would pick ones with good old professional resume templates. Consulting people, for the same reason, would stay away from creative and colorful resumes. To be safe, just use the official template accepted at BCG and McKinsey and Bain we provide above. See the Resume A to Z for details. Are there any spelling or grammatical mistakes? This is an obvious one. How can consulting firms trust that you won't make that mistake in the future consulting documents? These are absolutely auto-fail mistakes that will bring your resume to the trash bin. So make sure you check over and over again to catch these. Are there any formatting mistakes? Some of the common formatting mistakes are alignment, unnecessary spacing, inconsistent formats, so make sure you clean them all up. Is there any spoken language in your resume? Make sure you use professional language throughout the resume, even to describe non-business experiences. For example, is there any trash talking? You may have quit your recent job because of complaining customers, an annoying boss, or troublemaking colleagues. However, your resume is definitely not the place to mention these things. Screeners don't care about all of that drama. All they know is your negativity from that. Try to reflect your previous experience in a neutral to positive voice, focusing on your accomplishments. Is your GPA lower than 3.3? If so, try to cover it up with other numbers, especially around the education area, to distract the screeners. If it's lower than 3.0, you're better off not showing it at all. Are you about to send your resume in a doc file? This is an extremely risky move as you don't know how it will turn out on other screens and printers. Your beautiful formatting may turn out terrible. Plus, screeners normally would just discard a Word document anyway. Always use PDFs and know your resume looks exactly how you want it. Looking at the file name alone, will the screener mistake it for other applicants? You may name your resume resume.doc and it seems to work okay within your own computer, but each office receives thousands of resumes and it is a nightmare for them to deal with thousands of resume.doc files. Before you get that far, rename your file as 2021_yourname_resume.pdf and do it now to avoid all these troubles. Take a step back, look at your resume from a high-level viewpoint. Have you shown yourself as a well-rounded candidate with all consulting qualifications? Going for each bullet one by one, even if you get every single one perfect, your resume as a whole can still be one-sided. What if most of your bullets highlight the leadership and communication aspects and lack depth in the analytical aspects? You'll come across as somewhat weak at problem solving. Go to the Resume A to Z video and write all the key attributes down. Grade your resume according to that, and you'll see which ones need beefing up. This is so important that in my Resume Toolkit program, after correcting each and every bullet, I always deliver a grading sheet for each of the 50 examples. Lastly, how many times have you reviewed your own resume? If it's anything less than 20 times, I'm sure there are improvements you can make. Like I said in the Resume A to Z video, you want to review it as many times as possible and in different contexts too. Do it when you're in class, do it when you're busy, do it when you're on the phone, do it when you're high, do it when you're bored, etc. After each review, even if you can realize and make your resume 1% better, it's worth the hassle. Now you may ask, what if I don't know what is good and what is bad to review my resume on? You have to watch the free Resume A to Z video on this channel. It's a must. Go see it now. If that's not enough, check out my Resume Toolkit program where I review, grade, and rewrite live a bunch of real resume examples. But first, please give me a thumbs up and go see the A to Z video. At Management Consulting Prep, we believe everybody can make it to consulting. Are you a subscriber? Believer?